And Milton, would you care if you draw a conclusion and give us your final take on what Vori has been saying and relating to the two nations? Milton, are you there?
Yes. First of all, thank you so much, Vori, for your presentation and the words you concluded with. And I agree with you totally. In fact, I host a radio show in New York on WBAI 99.5 FM. And in fact, I would like to host you in a few weeks. A few weeks ago, I hosted a brother from Chad. His name is Christian Jimra Komtog. And we discussed the Chadian issues. And we said, yes, it has to be an African issue, not a Chadian issue, so that the Ugandan issue should also be a Ugandan issue. And I'm happy to say that when Ugandans had a protest outside the United Nations several weeks ago, some people from Chad joined that protest. And that's the way it should be, you know? And I agree with you absolutely. The abuse of constitution in any African country must outrage every African. And what is going on in Uganda right now, I invite Africans from other African countries to join us. In the case of Chad, the support comes from France. In the case of Uganda, the support has come historically from the United States and from Britain. So we've been putting a lot of activism and protest on the administration in the US and in the UK. And now it's bearing some fruit. And we would invite sisters and brothers from Chad, any other African country, to join us in pressing forward our demands. So for example, right now we have a petition that's already been signed by more than 8,000 people on change.org. And the petition is it's been calling for targeted sanctions against Ugandan political and military establishment that are involved in the human rights abuse. It's been calling for an arms embargo. Why are we selling weapons to General Museveni when we know the arms are not used to defend Ugandans, but rather to kill Ugandans? And that petition is, of course, on change.org. So anybody can go to change.org. And the petition says, the headline is, international community do not recognize Uganda's rigged elections and no arms to Uganda. If you look, you search, you can find that. Add your name to that petition. We must all start working together. So if our sisters and brothers from Chad call us to participate in any civil event, any protest, we should join them. Wherever an African dictator is crushing Africans, let's join them. And in Uganda, the dictator who's trying to steal the elections has announced that he's going to swear himself in on May 12. On April 16, the United States Secretary of State put out a statement announcing targeted sanctions on some Ugandans in the administration who are abusing human rights. And he also said something very critical. He said, the elections were neither free nor fair, which means you cannot go to the swearing in of General Museveni if you already publicly said in a statement, the elections are neither free nor fair, which means Museveni did not win those elections. So we, Ugandans and other Africans interested in Ugandan struggle right now, let's make a demand upon the United States administration, the British administration, and the other EU countries, do not attend the so-called swearing in of somebody who did not win elections.
Yeah, thank you.